In today's video, we are going to explore best Fyodor Dostoyevsky's quotes about beauty, love, and friendship. Let's get started. Alyosha's heart could not bear uncertainty, for the nature of his love was always active. He could not love passively. Once he loved, he immediately also began to help. And if there's love, you can do without happiness too. Even with sorrow, life is sweet. Being in love doesn't mean loving. Brothers, love is a teacher, but one must know how to acquire it, for it is hard to acquire, it is dearly bought, it is won slowly by long labor. For we must love not only occasionally, for a moment, but forever. Everyone can love occasionally, even the wicked can. But try getting blindly carried away by your feelings, without reasoning, without a primary cause, driving consciousness away at least for a time, start hating, or fall in love, only so as not to sit with folded arms. For a woman, all resurrection, all salvation, from whatever perdition, lies in love. In fact, it is her only way to it. From the house of my childhood I have brought nothing but precious memories, for there are no memories more precious than those of early childhood in one's first home. And that is almost always so if there is any love and harmony in the family at all. Indeed, precious memories may remain even of a bad home, if only the heart knows how to find what is precious. He who desires to see the living God face to face should not seek him in the empty firmament of his mind, but in human love. I feel pity for him, and that is a poor sign of love. I love the sticky leaves in spring, the blue sky, that's all it is. It's not a matter of intellect or logic, it's loving with one's inside, with one's stomach. I wanted to tell you of a longing I have. I should like someone to torture me, marry me, and then torture me, deceive me and go away. I don't want to be happy. You are in love with disorder? I worship her, Alyosha, worship her. Only she doesn't see it. No, she still thinks I don't love her enough. And she tortures me with her love. The past was nothing. In the past it was only that infernal body of hers that tortured me, but now I've taken all her soul into my soul and through her I become a man. Will they marry us? If they don't I will die of jealousy. I imagine something every day. If you are penitent, you love. And if you love you are of God. All things are atoned for, all things are saved by love. If I, a sinner, even as you are, am tender with you and have pity on you, how much more will God? Love is such a priceless treasure that you can redeem the whole world by it, and expiate not only your sins but the sins of others. If you love all things, you will also attain the divine mystery that is in all things. For then your ability to perceive the truth will grow every day, and your mind will open itself to an all-embracing love. In abstract love of humanity, one almost always only loves oneself. Learning to love is hard, and we pay dearly for it. It takes hard work and a long apprenticeship, for it is not just for a moment that we must learn to love, but forever. Love a man, even in his sin, for that love is a likeness of the divine love, and is the summit of love on earth. Love children especially, for they too are sinless like the angels, they live to soften and purify our hearts and, as it were, to guide us. Love in action is a harsh and dreadful thing compared to love in dreams. Love in dreams thirsts for immediate action, quickly performed, and with everyone watching. Indeed, it will go as far as the giving even of one's life, provided it does not take long but is soon over, as on stage, and everyone is looking on and praising. Whereas active love is labor and perseverance, and for some people, perhaps, a whole science. Love is such a priceless treasure that you can buy the whole world with it, and redeem not only your own but other people's sins. Go, and do not be afraid. Love the animals, love the plants, love everything. If you love everything, you will perceive the divine mystery in things. Once you perceive it, you will begin to comprehend it better every day. And you will come at last to love the whole world with an all-embracing love. Love the animals, God has given them the rudiments of thought and joy untroubled. Love to throw yourself on the earth and kiss it. Kiss the earth and love it with an unceasing, consuming love. On our earth we can only love with suffering and through suffering. One can fall in love and still hate. One cannot love what one does not know, or renounce life altogether. Accept fate obediently as it is, once and for all, and stifle everything in myself, renouncing any right to act, to live, to love. The chief thing is to love others like yourself. That's the chief thing, and that's everything. Nothing else is wanted. You will find out at once how to arrange it all. The prince says that the world will be saved by beauty. And I maintain that the reason he has such playful ideas is that he is in love. To love is to suffer, and there can be no love otherwise. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. With love one can live even without happiness. You will have many enemies, but even your foes will love you. Life will bring you many misfortunes, but you will find your happiness in them, and will bless life and will make others blessed, which is what matters most. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own light comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. But men love abstract reasoning and neat systematization so much that they think nothing of distorting the truth, closing their eyes and ears to contrary evidence to preserve their logical constructions. Do you know, I've been sitting here thinking to myself that if I didn't believe in life, if I lost faith in the woman I love, lost faith in the order of things, were convinced, in fact, that everything is disorderly, damnable, and perhaps devil-ridden chaos, if I were struck by every horror of man's disillusionment, still I should want to live, and, having once tried of the cup, I would not turn from it until I have drained it. The more you succeed in loving, the more you'll be convinced at the existence of God and the immortality of your soul. Beauty is a terrible and awful thing. It is terrible because it has not been fathomed, for God sets us nothing but riddles. Here the boundaries meet and all contradictions exist side by side. Beauty will save the world. My sweetheart, when I think of you, it's as if I'm holding some healing balm to my sick soul, and although I suffer for you, I find that even suffering for you is easy. A true friend of mankind whose heart has but once quivered in compassion over the sufferings of the people, will understand and forgive all the impassable alluvial filth in which they are submerged, and will be able to discover the diamonds in the filth. There are strange friendships. Two friends are almost ready to eat each other, they live like that all their lives, and yet they cannot part. After all, bluff and real emotions exist so easily side by side. Everywhere in these days men have, in their mockery, ceased to understand that the true security is to be found in social solidarity rather than in isolated individual effort. Until you have become really, in actual fact, as brother to everyone, brotherhood will not come to pass. There are chance meetings with strangers that interest us from the first moment, before a word is spoken. The jealous are the readiest of all to forgive, and all women know it. She looked much younger than her age, indeed, which is almost always the case with women who retain serenity of spirit, sensitiveness, and pure sincere warmth of heart to old age. One can know a man from his laugh, and if you like a man's laugh, before you know anything of him, you may confidently say that he is a good man. It's difficult to judge beauty. I am not ready yet. Beauty is a riddle. It is necessary that every man have at least somewhere to go. For there are times when one absolutely must go at least somewhere. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these best Fyodor Dostoyevsky's quotes about beauty, love, and friendship in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.